The core energies for you today, Libra, are look at the bigger picture. It's time to take action. By looking at these cards, these few first cards on the table right now, Libra, what I see is that there is a need very soon to go for something that you have been postponing. This is a general reading. It might be you having to go for something, making a decision and moving forward, or this is someone external who has been delaying action when it comes to you, who has been trying to find reasons why not to come forward. But from what we see here, things are going to change overall. What we see with this look at the bigger picture energy is that you might have been stuck, you or the person who is generally thinking about this situation and feeling overall stuck. You have been thinking too much about the situation, okay? There is someone here who is stuck in analysis paralysis. Should I go for this? Should I wait before I send that message? Should I instead make the other person come towards me? And this could be a love reading, but it could also be that you are trying to decide if applying for a job or taking a risk, as we see right here, making that move that really feels risky, but that at the same time, it feels also unavoidable, if that makes sense. It's something you feel destined to, and it's right there. You want to go for it. It's just hard to make that first move because you cannot anticipate at all what's going to happen next, right? Right here, the main fear is not knowing what the very next step or very next move is going to be from you or from the other party. But obviously what we see here is you need to zoom out and see what the main goal, the ultimate direction is going to be. As long as you're moving towards that direction, in fact, it doesn't matter what the very next step is going to be. It could be successful or it could be failure, doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you keep moving forward, you keep trying until this actually works out. And life on earth right here, this card is just reminding you, hey, especially with the Pathfinder, this is time for you to not be in the clouds, to not be in your head. This is a time for you to be very practical about things, seeing things from a logical standpoint, and move forward with that. It's not easy, but it's time to do it. It's time to take action. And right here, potentially someone is going to make a move, is going to really go for this and be clear about what it is that they want. And if this is not a love reading, we see how there is a connection between you and this element which has been floating around you, but you haven't been able to really make contact and grow from this or make the situation grow as you want it to. So these are the core energies. Now let's unpack them. Let's see what the situation is all about. Six of Pentacles is the main energy for you today. And I definitely see how you're wanting to be in a situation now where things are just going to work out fairly. In fact, you look back in the past, whether it is about this situation or just in general, and Libra, you see yourself giving so much and receiving so little. This card right here is not just showing us what your mindset is right now, your wish, but it's also showing us that this is coming towards you after action is taken, definitely. But this is in the cards. This is right ahead, giving and receiving. someone or something very supportive, something that will give you the resources needed in order to grow, in order to be where you want to be. This card is anticipating for you that you have all the support you need. But obviously, in order to have it, you need to make sure that you avoid people, places that do not support your journey, okay? If it doesn't feel right, Libra, right now, if it doesn't feel balanced, it's something that you need to put aside, forget, and move on, okay? That is absolutely important for you right now. Underneath, look at the bigger picture. We see the Three of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Right here, there is something that talks about a celebration. With the Three of Cups, something that will come up and something that will actually serve as a validation to you. And it will happen in a social environment, whether it is social media or in a group of people. It feels to me that you're going to receive validation, confirmation, and it's going to really help you looking at the bigger picture, because in that moment, you'll realize that things are actually moving forward and are starting to work out for you, even though it did not feel like it at all. And this Four of Pentacles over here, it's starting to show us how you are going to feel more stable when it comes to the situation. It doesn't feel like a gamble anymore. It doesn't feel like that wheel that keeps spinning and spinning and you do not know what you're gonna get next. Right here, something brings stability. And it is a message. It is an event, a person doing or saying something which will reveal more information about things that you couldn't see before. And it's going to really help you look at the bigger picture and taking that risk that we have been talking about, okay? So obviously we'll clarify even further and try to understand what this is, but start looking for signs. Start placing yourself in places where you could receive these signs, okay? You'll know where to look for them, because this is not something that it's new to you. You have been looking into this, you have been waiting, and now it's going to happen right there, okay? Now, underneath, it's time to take action. I like to see this Four of Wands, honestly, and we also have the Six of Cups. It's definitely going to feel easy. Right now, it does not feel easy at all. I'm sure you agree with me on that. Right now, it feels like maybe, in the past, has felt as though every risk you took, it never paid off, right? You never received back what you put out there. It's as if every move you made turned out to be a mistake in the long run. And so it's hard to take another risk when you have that sort of pattern stuck in your head. But this Four of Wands is talking about harmony and stability. It's talking about feeling at home in this incoming situation, potentially with this person, but also the Four of Wands with the Six of Cups might be talking about some sort of reunion, going back home, going back to somebody who makes you feel at home. And since this is a general reading, this could be an ex, or it could be someone new who makes you feel that way, makes you feel at home, makes you feel as though you belong to them. And it really looks like this energy right here about taking a risk is actually coming from the other side. The more I look into this, the more I realize that this is coming towards you. And you need to put yourself in a situation, in a place where you're looking out for that sign so that you can eventually take it and decide what to do next. As I usually say, the cards never tell you what is going to happen. They tell you what happens around you so that you can look out and make your own decisions. You can use this energy that comes towards you, or you could actually ignore it, push it away. That's all up to you. But this is available. This is what's shaping up around you. And I do believe that if you want for this to happen, it could actually bring a lot of stability and happiness. And it just feels impossible right now. It does, because in the place where you're at right now, there's a lot of confusion, a lot of unknowns, but it's time to do it. And I do believe that it's going to change things for you. So your main message today, Libra, is expect the unexpected. Expect for things to finally work out in your favor. All the effort, all the work and energy you've put into the situation is about to show its results. But obviously, if we work in the field and we plant the seeds and we give it the water that it needs, everything that it needs, and then when it's time for these results to come out from the ground and we leave this place, we look away and we're not there to see the results, then, we're not going to get the benefit from it. So right now you have to stay in the situation with a positive mindset, thinking, okay, what hasn't worked out before, it can work out right now. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to be delusional. I'm just going to sit there looking out to see where the results come out. And then when I see something, I'll evaluate it, and then I'll make my decision. So things are coming in. Make sure to not miss out on them, okay? Now, let's get to part 2 of the reading, where we're going to take a look at the evolution of the situation in the future. But also, I want to take a look at the energy on the other end. What is going on over there? What is going on that you haven't been able to really understand? You haven't really been able to figure out when it comes to this person or whatever you were dealing with on the other end, okay? Also, let's take a look at what you don't see coming in the future together with messages from your future self. If you want to watch part 2 of the reading, you can find the link down below in the description box. Also, if you need a personal reading with me, Libra, don't forget that every Monday morning and Wednesday morning, I select people who have watched part 2 of the video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning and Wednesday morning. Sometimes the emails go to the spam folder. Make sure to check out that as well. Now, stay tuned for the upcoming preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your part 2 of the reading, Libra. The bridging energy, taking us from this current situation to the incoming events. Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about rewards, success, security, balancing, love and independence, balancing having what you want without feeling as though your life depends on it. This is a beautiful energy because not only you are receiving what you worked for, you remember we talked about this, but also you feel at peace. You don't feel as though right now you're starting to maybe fear that things are going to get away from you. You receive them and now you lose them. No, this is something that will feel stable, that will feel real and long lasting. And I know that for you, that's important because even in the past, you have received something like this. You have experienced this, but eventually it just left. It just disappeared. And it made you feel as though you're not destined for this long term. And I see it right here with this 8 of Cups. By the way, I don't even know how it got on the table. Maybe it fell while I was shuffling the cards, but someone left. And it just made you feel as though everybody's going to leave at some point. Everything is going to end. And you're always going to be left by yourself, having to figure out how to rebuild your life afterwards. But from what I see right here, that phase of your life, which did happen, it's over. And it's time to look at the bigger picture, look ahead, take action with a positive mindset, because what comes in here could really revolutionize everything. So let's start. First of all, before looking into what comes in and how to get ready for it, I want to see what is going on the other end. We could also call this, let's look into the hidden energies and see what you couldn't figure out in the past that made you feel stuck and blocked in this situation, okay? Let's see what you should know about those energies that could help you today. Oh, there he goes. All right, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands with the 4 of Pentacles. It's absolutely clear why this hasn't worked out so far. What we see is that you